Hey everyone, 24/7 here, and welcome to WWE Backlash 2025 review. I'm pumped, I am stoked, because this is the first time I reviewed a current pay-per-view, besides WrestleMania, since I believe Bash in Berlin October? Was it October or was it August? Or was it September? I don't remember, because I think SummerSlam was August, then it was Bash in Berlin, then it was Was it Bad Blood and then it was Bash in Berlin? I don't remember. I'm gonna look it up because I still believe it was Bash in Berlin. But yeah, this show. I liked it more than WrestleMania. That's not saying a lot because I think I just didn't really like WrestleMania. And that's okay. That happens sometimes. You know, what can you do? Following up from literally my favorite WrestleMania of all time, it was never going to be as good. And just, maybe I'll like it in a year. Maybe my opinion will change, but oh well. We're not talking about WrestleMania. We're talking about Backlash. The tagline for the show was One Last Time. It took place in St. Louis, Missouri, at the Enterprise Center with an attendance of 17,155. So, fun fact, I did not watch this show live. I would have, and I would have watched SmackDown beforehand, but this past Friday and Saturday, I was at a concert in Milwaukee. So, a two-night concert in Milwaukee, and I did not want to watch wrestling. Besides, the concert was literally going on during the events. Like, I think the concert was running from, 6 until, 10, 11. So, what was I gonna do? I literally couldn't watch it couldn't watch it live even if I wanted to, because there was no way I was picking watching Backlash over this concert. There was no way. Sorry, not nothing against Backlash, but, I was seeing my favorite band live for the third time, and they were playing two of my favorite albums of all time live. I just decided to watch it on the Sunday. But yeah, this show is pretty alright. It's not an amazing show. But yeah, let's start with the opening match where Jacob Fatu defends the United States Championship against LA Knight, Damian Priest, and Drew McIntyre in a fatal four-way match. This match was really, really fun. I thought everyone looked really good here. I think just the U.S. title division on SmackDown is looking really good right now. Sadly, I'm letting people know I'm not gonna be. There's some SmackDowns I'm just not gonna be able to watch this summer because of my work schedule. But that's besides the point. So if I don't get any title change reactions, then I run SmackDown. You know why. But yeah, this was a really fun match. Everyone looked really, really good here. Jacob Fatu, man, he's such a badass. But yeah, this match was really, really fun to watch. I genuinely think Jacob Fatu will be a world champion. I don't know if by the end of this year, but definitely next year. They're pushing that guy to the moon, and I'm happy for him. But everyone else looked good. LA Knight, they basically did two feuds for SmackDown in one match, and I think that's really awesome. LA Knight and Jacob Fatu. I like LA Knight, but I think I'm so sick of him in this Bloodline Vortex, man. And I hope he doesn't do any more things with the Bloodline on SmackDown. That would really suck. I would hate that. LA Knight, he was there. He was cool. You knew for a fact he was sure to take the pin. Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre just building on their feud. And then Damian costing Drew the match by pulling the ref out. Oh, man. I really hope they have another match. I don't know when they're going to have another match. They might have one at, I don't know when they have one, because I think the next pay-per-view is Money in the Bank, right? Because it's Money in the Bank, and then there's also Worst Collide. Oh, yeah, and there's also Saturday Night's Main Event. They might just do it on Saturday Night's Main Event or on SmackDown, one of the two. But I don't know what kind of match they would do. I don't know. But yeah, this was a really good match. That fucking choke slam. Because Drew and Damian Priest were just beating the crap out of each other. They went outside, and they were fighting in the crowd. Damian hit a fucking, giant South of Heaven onto, onto the floor. With some through some tables, I think. And Drew just looked like he fucking hit his head. It was crazy. And you could just see him just go, oh, grab his head. And I know that feeling because I do that too, where I grab my head and my neck because my neck hurts sometimes. But this was such a fun match. I really, really liked it. Jacob, Fatu, and LA Knight are fighting in the ring. And then, all of a sudden, Solo protects. So Jacob's on the table, announce table. LA Knight's gonna jump onto onto Jacob, and then Solo comes out, stops LA Knight from attacking fucking Jacob Fatu. And then who shows up but fucking Jeff Cobb. Now, I have been a Jeff Cobb fan for God knows how long, probably since early high school, and that was almost 10 years ago for me. Because I graduated high school 5 years ago, so early high school would have been 9 years ago for me. But he's so awesome. I've watched him basically since Lucha Underground, because he was Matanza Cueto, if I do believe he was Matanza Cueto. If you guys haven't watched anything from Lucha Underground, do so. But I'm really excited to see what he does. He's in the new Bloodline. Now, I heard that WWE filed a trademark for a name. Hold on. Yeah, okay, so WWE filed a trademark for the name JC Mateo. So I think that's what they might call Jeff Cobb. I'm not super sure. Yeah. Yeah, so a few days ago they filed a trademark for the name JC Mateo, which I think they're gonna call him, that's what they're gonna call Jeff Cobb. But yeah, Jacob hits the moonsault and wins. I give the match 3.5 stars. I thought this was a really fun match. Already almost 7 minutes in. We will talk about one match, so I gotta speed things up because I keep rambling. It's been a long week, so forgive me. But yeah. And then as they're leaving, Solo and Cobb, I'm gonna call him Cobb because I'm not sure if they're gonna call him Cobb or Mateo. I'm not sure yet. That may be for someone else. I'm not super sure personally. But I think that I don't know. But yeah, as Jacob and Cobb are leaving, Jacob sees that, and then just like, he just looks like he's so fucking mad at Solo. I was like, why the fuck would you do this shit? How fucking dare you? I could win this shit by myself. And I really cannot wait for that feud. I think that Solo has been doing really well on promo. Ever since he stopped feuding with Roman. I think, he's going to be a great challenger for Jacob. Next, the best match of the show, Lyra Valkyria defends the Women's Intercontinental Championship against Becky Lynch. Now, remember how I was upset about the Becky heel turn after WrestleMania? At least I think I was upset about it. I don't remember. But the build up to this match has been really good. I think Becky Lynch has done a great job of making Lyra look like a credible champion, and Lyra's finally getting over with the crowd, and that makes me really happy because I've been a huge fan of hers. She was on the Raw we went to live, and I hope she's on the Raw when I go again in a little over a month. Because I'm going to Raw on June 16th. I don't know if I told anyone on here yet, but I am going to Raw with my dad for Father's Day, so that'll be fun. So if you guys see me, I'm bringing the belt with me, so... So yeah, hilarious, that's the same day, you know what, I'm gonna keep that quiet, because I'm not gonna say anything. But yeah, this match is fantastic. I keep getting off track, this is such a fantastic match. These two have such good chemistry together. I was so for sure Becky was gonna win. I really thought Becky was going to like just win here, and then Lyra wins it back, or Bayley wins the title. But no, Lyra won in a really competitive match. Becky hit like what, 3 manhandle slams. There was an exposed turnbuckle, which the ref caught and actually tried to stop, like cover it up. I'm like, I've never seen that before. And just this match, and it's nice to see the women's Intercontinental title on a pay-per-view, because I don't remember if she's ever defended the thing on a pay-per-view before, because it should have been a Mania, but here we are. But yeah, Lyra gets the roll up on Becky and just wins, and I was shocked when I saw that. But this was such a great match. I really hope that this pushes Lyra up even further, and I really hope that she eventually gets either the Women's World Title or the WWE Women's Title. I think she really deserves it. I think she's a great talent. But Becky attacked her almost immediately after getting pinned. So they're gonna keep that story going. I think Becky might win it, but we'll see. Yeah, I give the match 4.5 stars. This is such a fantastic match. I really, really loved this match. This is one of the matches. This is already one of my matches of the year. I'm dead serious because I just loved their chemistry. I thought they had told a really good story about Becky, really underestimating Lyra, because Lyra got good hits in on Becky in this match. Like, she went to town on Becky, had some good submission holds on her. This is just an all-around really fantastic match. Next, in the weakest match of this show, Dominic Mysterio defends the Intercontinental Championship against Penta, a match that had no build-up and featured a character I completely despise. And no, it is not Dom. So this match is fine. It's okay. It had a lot of Judgment Day interference. It felt good, but never felt like it got going either. Penta getting another good showing. I think this is really good for him. Dom already calling himself the greatest Intercontinental Champion, like just after winning it. He's growing slowly. So, oh my God, he's slowly growing on me, and I hate it. But yeah, this match was alright. These are two good workers. Judgment Day tried to get involved. They were holding Penta. Finn went to grab a chair, but he was too slow. The ref caught him, and they threw Judgment Day out. But then Finn tried to redeem himself, went on the ropes, went on the ring apron, and then who fucking shows up other than the worst character on TV right now? Fucking El Grande Americano. God fucking damn it. Go away, El Grande Americano. No one loves you, you're adopted, and no one wants you here. Fuck El Grande Americano. So Zach told me they might be doing a mask versus match. Mask versus mask match at SummerSlam between Penta and El Grande Americano. And if at least it won't be a whole year storyline, right? WWE doing the right thing. 2 stars. It wasn't bad. It just Penta got hit with the metal plate to the head. Again, why doesn't that hurt El Grande Americano? That's if I did that, right? If I do a metal thing and I bash my head against someone else, that's still gonna hurt my head. That's not how. I hate El Grande Americano. Like, legit despise this gimmick. It is infuriating. Next, Gunther versus Pat McAfee. This storyline has been okay. I don't understand why it's happening. I think this was an okay match. It went on a little long. I don't think it should have gone 14 minutes. I think it should have gone like 7, 8, maybe. Cut the time right in half. Gunther should not have, because how long was the J match? I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, this was almost as long as the Mania match, and that shouldn't have been. It really shouldn't have been. This match... Like, it was a good match. Pat looked good, but I don't, it shouldn't have been as competitive as it was. Like, the fact that Pat McAfee was putting up a good fight against Gunther when a lot of other wrestlers didn't, I don't know, man. And the whole Michael Cole getting involved thing and being first-time biased, which, by the way, no, it's not. But I'm happy they don't acknowledge Michael. They're just erasing Michael Cole's heel turn from 2011. Just out of here. No one wants that. I'm like, good. No one wants that shit. But yeah, this match, it's a good match. And I can't say it's a bad match or it's a boring match because it wasn't a bad match. It wasn't boring. It kept my attention well enough. But, I just wish Gunther was doing something else. But I want to talk about it as it was, not what I want it to be. But I think they told a good story of Gunther just not respecting Pat at all. And eventually, because there's a spot where Michael Cole's holding Gunther's feet down while he's getting pinned by McAfee. McAfee goes for his punt a lot, knocks Gunther down. It's not, like I said, it's not a bad match. It's just, I have no interest in watching it. Gunther wins by submission, choking him out. I give it 3 stars because it was a competent match. Hi, buddy. You want to get down, baby? Come on. You're a good boy. Later, I promise. But yeah, this was not a bad match. It's just whatever. And then they shook hands afterwards, which I don't know how to feel about that. Gunther should not be giving respect to Pat. I don't know. Like, I don't know. They didn't really explain anything on Raw. The only thing they explained is that Gunther's getting a title match. I think on the Raw before Money in the Bank? Or after? Baby, you gotta go lay down. No, baby. Go lay down. But yeah. Whatever. Now, main event time. For the final time ever, John Cena defends the WWE Undisputed. Why is it still called the Undisputed WWE Championship? I don't get that. There's 2 world champions. There's been 2 world champions for 2 years now. Also, something I noticed while watching the show, when they were showing Orton's graphics for when he came out to the ring, and they showed World Heavyweight Champion, they showed the current World Heavyweight Championship. What the fuck is the lineage of this belt, WWE? Explain your bill to me. Continuity, please. That's all I ask. I want things to make sense. Baby, fine, I'll give you nuggles. You needy. This is the most needy cat you will ever meet in your life. He always want nuggles and attention. Thank you, buddy. But yeah, Cena, he's had good promos. This is way better than the this is better than the Cody match by a lot. But they did the same finish. But the reason it's better is because it was a story that made sense and it didn't involve a stupid celebrity that was never going to show up again. And the fact that they might do a tag match at Money in the Bank with Travis Scott and John Cena versus whoever. No. Nobody wants Travis Scott. It's stupid, it's dumb, and everyone hated it. Yeah, thank you. I agree with you. But yeah, this match, it was slow in the beginning. They did a bunch of graps. And they were getting very just headlocks, all that stuff. You gotta be quiet, baby. You're gonna know, but you gotta be quiet, baby. But yeah, this match, it was a finisher fam, yes, a finisher spam. But like, I don't know, man. Like, I guess they just played all the hits. That's kind of all they really needed to do. I was entertained. There was some really good RKOs in there. Cena tried going for an AA, but he got countered into an RKO, which I don't believe I've ever seen before. So good job surprising me. Orton tried going for the punt, all that stuff. There was a ref bump, all that stuff. And then I don't even remember. Hold on. Because I have to look it up because I don't remember why security even came out there. Yeah, so they fought on the outside. Orton tried hitting an AA on the announcer table. It didn't break. Cena just landed on it and just fell. And then he went through, and then he put Cena through another, just a normal table this time. And then he tried hitting an RKO. Cena kicks out. Orton tried. Orton was down. Cena had the belt. Cena tried to go for a belt shot. Hit the ref. Orton hit the RKO. Ref was down. Security, like the producers, Nick Aldis and all that came out. Check on the ref. Orton got pissed. Started RKOing. Just literally everyone. And then, as soon as Orton saw his opening, tried to go in for the punt, fucking R-Truth came out. I was like, why the fuck is R-Truth here? But, then Truth got hit with an RKO. Cena hit a low blow. Belt shot. Cena retains. That was a match. It went way too long. It was almost half an hour. It didn't even be half an hour. But, hey, what can you do with a 5-match card? This... I'm happy the crowd got into this. They were really here for it, and I'm really glad the crowd got into this main event the longer it went on, or the show in general. They were very loud for a lot of the show. For their last match against each other, it could have been a lot worse. I don't think it could have been much better. I think they've had better matches. I think their match at, I think their I Quit match at Breaking Point, it might be their best match. Maybe. I think. I'm not sure. But, yeah. And then, I should mention, in the, post-show, Cena put R-Truth through the table when, he was answering questions. So, they're probably gonna have a match at, like, Saturday night's main event. I think that's the next show. So, that'll be good. And they haven't announced it yet, but I'm almost positive they're gonna announce it. If not, probably some just time during this week. It's Thursday, so they haven't announced it yet, so they're probably just gonna announce it tomorrow on SmackDown, to be honest. But, Cena cut a promo in the crowd saying, "Get a good look, St. Louis, because last time you ever see what a real world champion looks like," and said he just wants competition. And then Cena just looked at the title. I don't know if this is on purpose or not, but he looked just defeated and just like, what am I doing? I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. There is a part of me, I just don't know what's going to happen, and I'm trying to enjoy the ride. As long as they do more matches kind of like this, where it's at least entertaining and doesn't have a stupid celebrity involved, unless the celebrity eats a bunch of shit, if Travis Scott gets beat the shit out of at Money in the Bank, if that match does happen, I need Travis Scott to eat so much shit, it's not even funny. This was a 3.5-star match to me. It is not a great technical match by any means, but it was entertaining, and I think I liked it more out of spite for the main event of Mania than anything. Because, like, please be better than that. And it was. And it wasn't even just better than that, better compared to that, even though it was. It was just a solid, good match. And that's really all I wanted, honestly. But yeah, I'm interested to see where Orton goes from here. I don't really know. I don't really know what's going on anywhere out in this show. But yeah, there it is. Backlash 2025. I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10. It is not a bad show, and it's a good show. I think there's really good things on the show. I think the worst thing on this show is probably the men's IC title match. But, that's about it. It's better than Mania. But yeah, Saturday night's main event. I don't know if we should start reviewing those, because I think I could just do those as, like, I can just review those, honestly. Those would just be my reviews, and that could be, like, a series. We do them. But yeah. Next time, I don't know what Zach's reviewing. Don't ask me. I forgot. I should have asked him before filming, but that's on me. Okay? Look. But, yeah. Now, what am I reviewing next? That I'm less sure of. I don't even remember, but I'll figure it out. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys with more awesome wrestling content. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Be prepared for June. It's gonna be a crazy month, June. Literally starting the first week of June, cause beautiful. So literally, people, telling you now, there's a special video coming out Monday, June 2nd. June 2nd, people. Get ready. That's going to be start of our big video. We're going to do 2 videos leading up to the anniversary of the channel, the 6-year anniversary, and also to celebrate 400 subs. But yeah, I'm telling you now, wait for that first part of the video, because it's going to be a 3-part thing. So, June 2nd, expect that. I'm not going to tell anyone, you're not going to find out what it is until it's posted, but once it's posted, you'll know what's happening. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys with more awesome wrestling content. Yeah, see you guys. You guys are just wonderful. Thank you for putting up with this weird schedule. I'm still not used to, waiting this long, or just doing these reviews again, but once I get in the hang of it, it'll be better again. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.